How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. This is my favorite film of the year, so
Oh, great way to start. I'll tell you anything. What do you want to know?
all the secrets. No, I as someone who has done some substitute teaching in his life over the years, very much responded to the being like completely ignored while you're standing there and going, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But then to sort of so much of this movie is just secret weapons that sneak up on you, and just to have that monologue that like honestly you have I think a fairly close relationship to the film even before it gets made, but going in, do you kind of realize like how powerful that's going to be and how that like once people see it, it's going to have a life of its own, especially that scene?
I think, well, worrying about that ahead of time is a kiss of death as a performance to be like, this is super important and I want everyone to remember this. And, you know, we better make sure that we knock it over the fence. But going into it, I try just to talk to Benjamin,
Yeah.
to tell Chuck what this poem is about. And for Miss Richards, it doesn't go well. She leaves that conversation feeling like she messed it up, that she didn't convince this kid that life is important and that all life is important and all of us contain multitudes. And then what makes it magical is that Chuck takes it on and it affects his life. And so in those moments as a performer, I try to make it entirely about not thinking about how it will affect people and just trying to get my point across. And I'm glad to hear that it worked.
Yeah, which is what makes it healthy, that then all the effectiveness is on me, it's on the audience, it's on the people
Ah,
writing. Yeah, I mean, listen, so much of this movie worked on me because I am 38 going on 39, so
yes.
you
You
know
only have months left.
yeah, well, I've
Just
been
kidding.
so vague about what so much of the movie means, but I've also been like, you'll understand. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so much of it is, in a way, that's the movie, is you'll understand. Like an individual piece of
Yeah.
it, whether it works or not, once it all comes together, you kind of get it. And that is the genius of that scene, is like he doesn't get it in the moment. She doesn't think
No.
he's got it in the moment. And it only takes the right experience to suddenly go, oh, and you retain it. And as you realize like how much of what you're seeing is retained information,
Yeah.
it just, I don't know, for a movie that can make you cry so many times, it left me on like such a high that not and also just it's a funny movie too. Like I when I talked to Mike, like the all that jazz moment is
Yeah.
the fun all year. And it's a joke
Yeah.
for some people essentially.
But that's the thing, right? Specificity, and this connects to your other question, specificity becomes universal
Yeah,
because
exactly.
everybody will, like, without being spoon fed the message of this movie, everybody takes the thing they need from the film.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you feel understood. And ideally, two people won't have the same moment that is the thing. And that's kind of what happens for Chuck. These moments in his life that pull him through are entirely personal, and somehow they feel universal to the viewer.
Oh yeah, and everyone involved is doing that, and whether it's a one scene performance or the lead role, you see Matthew Lillard from one scene, you go, well, I
Oh,
like that's a scene that because he's doing it, you're like, oh, I want to hear all that as you're getting this awful information.
well, the thing I love about that, and I think it's my favorite line in the whole movie is, "Oh, skywriting."
Yeah.
The way he delivers that with such childlike wonder, it tells me everything I want to know about this moment in the world where everything's falling apart and everything's gonna turn to dust, but the wonder of skywriting is still wonderful.
100%. Literally, one of the things he's talking about in that scene was happening the week I saw the movie, and it's written like future awful things. I'm like, oh God.
Oh
So,
no, future awful is now, future wonderful is now, everything is now.
well, the life of Chuck is wonderful, and it's now. So at least we have that.
Yeah,
So, thank you
of
so much.
course.
I It's my favorite film in a long time.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you for doing this.